Hi, Cantor Bandman. We are so excited to have you joining us here at Temple Sinai coming up on the weekend of October 22nd. As the congregation has heard, you will be joining us for Friday evening services, Saturday morning services, and also for a special program on Saturday evening.
Right.
So as part of getting ready for your visit and looking forward to having you here, we'd like to just have a little chat so the congregation can get to know you better. First of all, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, thanks so much for inviting me. I'm really looking forward to coming to Pittsburgh and being with all of you for the weekend. And actually, I was born in Pittsburgh. My family moved away when I was still very young, so I don't have a lot of memories there, but I know that I was born in McGee Women's Hospital. And so I'm excited. I have a special connection with the city, and I'm excited to be coming back as an adult. We moved around a lot, my family, as I was growing up. So I'm sort of from all over. I lived in 3 different countries and I think 7 or 8 different states and many more cities. I went to school for music education for my undergraduate at Ohio State University, and then received my master's in sacred music and cantorial ordination from Hebrew Union College, where I attended in Jerusalem and New York. And then I worked for a long time out west in Silicon Valley, and have returned home to the Columbus area to be near my family about 6 years ago. And have been delighted to be back here and having a chance to work with different congregations around the country. And I also have a music studio. I teach students piano, voice, and guitar here in Columbus and all over the country, thanks to the miracle of FaceTime and Zoom. And I still get to be a cantor. I'm currently also part-time at Kol Haverim in Connecticut, in Glastonbury, Connecticut, and also have a chance to get to visit congregations like Temple Sinai in Pittsburgh.
Oh, wonderful. We're really excited to have you with us. Can you tell us a little bit about your cantorial style?
Sure. I would say probably the 2 best words that describe my style are participatory and also eclectic. The tradition of Jewish music is so rich and varied, and I see it as my responsibility to sort of bring glimpses of all the parts of Jewish music to the congregations that I serve. And so that's sort of the eclectic part that I want people to hear a little bit of the Nusach, the cantorial style. I want people to hear the folk and the rock and the classical reform, just a little bit of everything, but in a way that feels smooth and streamlined, and that feels like one cohesive sense of a worship service. And really, the music is in service of the emotion and the liturgy and the message that we're trying to create. So I like to be able to use all the tools and all the tricks of the trade. And participatory, I really love it when congregations sing with me. That is one of my favorite things when we're all singing together and enjoying together and we're kind of creating the moment together. And there are definitely moments in the service that are going to be sort of more cantorial than others, but by and large, I really want to do this together. And so I think that is a hallmark of my style.
Oh, wonderful. It sounds like it's going to be great. Can you tell us a little bit about your favorite Jewish music traditions?
Oh, my favorite Jewish music tradition. Yes. So 2 things come to mind. One, just sort of Jewish tradition in general. I always think of the Chanukiah lighting. I think it's one of the most beautiful traditions that we have. Um, and also Havdalah, which we'll get to celebrate together, I think is especially beautiful musically and otherwise, kind of for all the senses as it's designed to be. Um, but personally, I think my favorite music tradition is remembering my dad, who's no longer with us, but he would sing Dayenu every year at the Passover Seder, and he would always joke that he had a voice like Kermit the Frog. But I always loved his voice. I loved hearing him sing, and so I would have to say that is my favorite Jewish music tradition.
Oh, well, The congregation's really looking forward to your visit. Can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect, what will be going on during that weekend, and what we will be sharing together?
Absolutely. So we're going to be celebrating Shabbat together on Friday evening and also Shabbat morning. And my hope is that I'll be able to sort of incorporate into the fabric of the community so that it still feels like you're at Temple Sinai for Shabbat, but also bring sort of a little sprinkle of something different. Something maybe sort of pieces of new things here and there, but also that you'll feel comfortable and familiar and maybe hear old things in new ways or new things in old ways. So that's going to be our Shabbat worship together. And I'm looking forward to leading with your rabbis for those services. And then on Saturday evening, I'm going to be working with the fantastic Ellen Keeney, who's going to be accompanying. And we're going to bring to you excerpts from my one woman show, Love's Journey, which is the story of one woman's journey through life and love, told through favorite American standards from the American Songbook, as well as musical theater, and a little bit of monologue to bring things together. So excerpts from that, and just favorites from that style of music. Musical theater and the American standards are all sort of in loves of mine for my whole life. So I'm excited to share some of my favorites with all of you.
Can't wait to share Shabbat with you in just a couple weeks. Thank you so much.
Looking forward to it.